Welcome to Design to Inspire with your host, Charlene Clark Hero. And thank you for joining me today on the program. I want to talk about, I will be, not want to, but will be talking about depression. A lot of us are suffering from depression and we really don't know it. Sometimes we pass it off as being stressed. Yes, depression starts from being stressed. Sometimes we pass it off as being not in a good mood, not feeling a particular way. But depression is serious. And if we do not know that we are depressed, suffering from depression, then we will not be able to find a solution. We'll not be able to lead a healthy life. How do you identify that you are depressed? What is depression? How can you treat depression? Or is it even treatable? Today, I'll be talking with Norshan Williams. She's going to be sharing her story with us here on Designed to Inspire. Yes, it's depression, and we're talking about depression. How can we inspire by talking about depression? But she's going to share her story, how she identified that she was suffering from depression, and how she's managing, how she's leading a healthy life despite the odds. So join me. I'll be right back. Don't move. I'm here with Norshan Williams, who will be sharing her story with us today in an effort to inspire, engage, and motivate you. Because, of course, we need this in order to be healthy and awesome. And sometimes it is good for us to understand that other persons might be facing the same challenges that we are, in order to allow us to understand that what we're going through is not unique. Norshan, welcome to Design to Inspire. And thank you for choosing this platform to share your story.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right, Norshan. I start my program all the time at the beginning, not the middle nor the end, because it wouldn't make sense. And so I'm going to start with you at the beginning, and I would like for you to just share with our viewers the Norshan growing up. Share a little bit about you, how you grew up, and things you like, things you dislike. Share Norshan Williams, the younger version of Norshan Williams.
Well, for me, I was born in the small community in St. Catherine by the name of Chota. Um, I was there up until about age 7, thereabouts, and before I would leave from there, my mom passed away at the age of about 7 when I just graduated from basic school, right? Went to children homes and then in St. Catherine, grew up in children home for majority of my childhood, I would say. Um, she, before she died, she was a fun loving person. Um, we never short of anything, although we never have everything, but
Mm-hmm.
she was the backbone for our family.
Mm-hmm.
Although my father was there, but she is the person that I would say is the backbone for our family. It was four girls,
Mm-hmm.
um, one boy, but the boy wasn't living with us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, she died, but um, when I was age 7, as I mentioned before. Then things go on, and we end up in children home, same place in St. Catherine. Then I moved to St. Mary
Mm-hmm.
to Pringle Homes for Girls. That's where my school journey continues after I leave the children home in St.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you go ahead.
There I encountered a lot of challenges,
At the
bullying,
children's home.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and other stuff, right? It was a rocky road being there because, your mom passed, right? And we, I never get any counseling. I was the only one there alone without my siblings. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a bit hard, and I feel like I was lonely, all alone. But um, that is where I think my depression starts. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because my mom passed, never get any counseling, been through bullying. Um, yeah. So that's where I think it's all started.
Okay. All right. Let me just rewind a little bit, if you permit me, because I need to understand some things that are fundamental before we talk about the depressive mood that you went into. All right. So your mom passed at age 7. So you have fond memories of your mom from birth to age 7, and she
Yeah,
passed. And
yeah.
at what age did you move to the children's home? I'm not talking Pringles now. When you moved to the children's home,
Um,
how long after her passing did you move to the children's home?
I think um I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
because I I never understand the here and so on. But
Right, you're still but a baby, so to speak. At 7, you're not understanding what is happening.
yeah,
Right.
because there after I leave my birthplace to the children homes in same place in St. Catherine around GC Foster around there. I can remember they celebrated my birthday
Mm-hmm.
around so there I would be turn about 8, 9.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um and I can remember I went court, and I saw my father once after that,
Okay.
right? Um, but I don't quite remember at what age
Mm-hmm.
because I understand the here and so, but I can remember quite they have a birthday party for me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Group came there and asked if anybody was celebrating birthday, and
You
I
remember
was
you
celebrating.
celebrated your 8th birthday there.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So you said that shortly after you moved from that children's home to another in St. Mary, but
yeah.
this time it was you alone who moved and your siblings remained at the previous children's home?
No, my little sister, me and my little sister was at the same children home.
Mm-hmm.
She get adopted, and
Mm-hmm.
my two bigger sister was at Glen Oak.
Okay.
So I think they got adopted to leave
Mm-hmm.
me in the home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
So you were the only one who did not get adopted.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. And so you were left at this children's home without your
yeah,
siblings.
yeah. I leave that children homes around what about 2001, I
Mm-hmm.
think, or 2000. I don't remember quite, but
Mm-hmm.
it was like a lonely road for me
Right,
because
because your siblings were not with you. And how did you feel, Norshan? What was the feeling like for you when you recognized that your siblings were adopted, you were not, were at this children's home alone without your siblings? How, if you can remember, how did that feel?
well, it's kind of sad, kind of lonely. Um, I just feel all alone.
Mm-hmm.
Describe
Mm-hmm.
it like that. Um, feel all alone is like no one cares about me because seeing them get adopted is like I was the type of person where nobody wants. It seems that way.
That's how
So
you felt.
yeah. So
Mhm.
I struggle with that emotion for some times. But I think I think it's happened for a reason. Um,
Mhm.
but I think it's happened for a reason because um although we are not close up till to the day, but
You and your siblings aren't close?
no, none of us are close.
Okay, because of that separation.
Yeah, I think because of that.
Okay, okay. Do you try to reach out to them though?
Yeah, we reach out. I reach out to them about 20 2017 there about 2016 there about,
Mhm.
and we link up, but I will call them now and then, but it's not
Mhm.
like that bond that a family should
Should
have.
have. Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one is there, one is over there, and one. So it's like a disconnect for
It's
me.
a disconnect. Yeah. Um, no, while you were going through this loneliness, was there any person who, even while you were at the homes, who made you felt that you really belong? Because I remember you said that you felt that, no one wanted you because your siblings were adopted. You were the only one who was not adopted. And so you felt like no one wanted you. Was there anyone who you could call upon, who would make you feel special, who you could lean on, who you could say, well, then listen, I can talk to this person and I feel somewhat important too. Was there any person who motivated you throughout this journey?
Um, for me, it's the person that was there. Um, I don't normally discuss my emotions. I always build it up inside of me. But there were this guidance counselor. Um, her name was Miss Rosemary Thompson. Um, I see her as a mother, right? Anybody that I come in contact with,
Mm-hmm.
I see where I can lean on them for any emotion support. I always see them as a person that I can maybe talk to. But
Mm-hmm.
there at the home, I always stick to that host mother, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why, but it's like I was searching for a motherly love. Then
Right.
when when I started, I'm gonna jump a little bit. When I started high school, I met you
Mm-hmm.
and Miss Richards,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so I think you and Miss Richards and Miss Thompson was the person that I can say I.
You know, I have chills because, and let me just put this out there, viewers, and especially to persons who have taken the responsibility to teach. You know, you need to understand that teaching is not all you do as a teacher, because yes, I knew Norshan for 5 years. Did I leave the school before you graduated? I think I resigned before you graduated. Was it that, or you left before
I think you resigned
I resigned
before
before you graduated? So I did not get to see you graduate, because I would have remembered that. But what I but,
you came to the graduation, and when you leave, because you informed the class, you were the form teacher
yes,
for
I
the
remember.
grade 9, right? And I can remember when you informed the class that you wasn't going to be there. To tell you the honest truth, I break down in tears
I
because
remember.
even on the graduation day when I realized that I'm moving past another level, I also move I also break down in tears before before graduation and everything, because I was saying to myself, where am I going to be after this chapter of my life? Where am I going to get this type of emotional support
Mhm.
um after I leave
Mhm.
high school, and
Right.
then continue after there.
And so, viewers, I must say this. I did not know, because Norshan did not share what she's sharing with me now. I did not know that yes, I knew she was at a children's home, but I did not know her story. Yes, I knew her mother passed, but I did not know her true emotions, because that was not shared. All I knew was this little girl who every moment she get to come to the staff room to see me, to talk to me, she was there. And it is important that we treat the children with love and care, because we really don't know what they're going through. I never got upset, I never got annoyed. As a matter of fact, if a day would pass and she did not come to the staff room, I would begin to wonder where is Norshan. Sometimes I would have been hard on her, because you know, when you get close to a child, you want the best for them. So if she do an exam or a test and she didn't do well, yes, I'm going to, because you are in my company, I'm going to be hard on her. But apart from that, love was what was shown. I remember her and another little girl that she sometimes used to walk with. I loved these little girls with all the care I had, and I saw them, but I did not know her story. And it was only recently, very recent, she told me that, um, I was her mentor, unbeknownst to me. So if you're listening and you are a teacher, caregiver, try to ensure that you give love, because you never know what an individual is going through, and you can make them or break them. So I just wanted to put that out there. I did not know, I'm just knowing this that she's sharing with me now. I'm knowing like you for the first time. But when I was given the responsibility as a teacher, I showed her love. And of course, I was hard on her because I wanted, the best. If anyone came and complained about her behavior, I was going to get to her, right? Because I wanted the best for her. I hope I did good by you. And if I didn't, you let me know. Right. But I hope I did good by you. And I would have give you the reason to let you understand that your situation is not you, right? Your situation is the situation you're in for the moment. However, you can climb out of that. It does not, you do not have to make it your reality. All right, I just wanted to put that out there. All right, so
And
you go ahead.
and I think because of all the emotions and everything that I was going through, I knew I could do better in school, but because of my mindset wasn't at ease. So
Mhm.
I think that is where my grades and everything came crashing, because if a person mind is not well, then the person not going to excel, right? So I think that is where because um I see myself where I could do better, because even years after I leave high school, I was looking through my test papers and I see where I could do better. But because of
The state of mind you were in, your emotions.
I wasn't able to do my best. That at one point you said you was going to take me, but it never happened. So I don't know why, but
I
um
don't, because you didn't share that with me. I know that it must have been a reason, but I knew your mom passing, but all that emotions and the things you didn't share, you didn't really get deep into that with me. It's because of your mom's passing, and I know about that. Probably why I offered, and I don't know what happened, what transpired after that. But you grew into being a lovely young lady nonetheless, nonetheless. All right, so let's not too dwell on that, because I might get emotional, and I don't need to get emotional on the show, right? All right, so you found two teachers, myself and another teacher, Miss Richards, who you sort of found solace in while you were at school. But then you still had challenges while you were at high school. You still had challenges. You want to share some of those amongst the things you were going through. Here, there were persons who didn't understand Norshan.
yeah, because I also did have suicidal thoughts, and if you could remember, I used to break down a lot, and I can remember um one day at school. I I don't know how the guidance teacher find out, and she called me to the guidance room, right? While I was there, she asked me to write letter and everything, and it was a misunderstanding. The principal came there, and the wind closed the door and slammed the door, and she thought it was me,
Right.
and she hit me in my back, like I don't know why, but yeah, that was the next thing. And then I used to get some bullies at school also from my same classmates.
Classmates. Why do you believe you were bullied though?
I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure, and I can remember they used to call me Shrek. I don't know
Mhm,
why.
mhm.
Um, yeah, so I don't know why, but I used to get it a lot, and I can remember one of the time I was coming from school, and the same kids at the home that was coming from the school, and the primary kids also. they meet up and they will let me go ahead of them. When I go ahead of them, they started to stone me. Right?
Wow.
I don't know why. I don't know the reason, but I can remember I just start crying. Give me a minute, please. Yeah, I don't know the reason why, but I can remember the time that happened. I just throw down myself in the road and say, why me? Why everybody's trying to um treat me like this? And I go home and I tell the house mothers, and it's something like nothing, right?
Mhm.
I also go through bullyism there, and
Mhm.
it wasn't a pretty road, because I was wondering to myself why nobody cares, right?
Mhm.
And I think I was showing signs um where I need the help, right? And I think I never get the help that I wanted. I've been to two counseling session, one at Notre Bay and one at St. Anne's Bay. But I think nobody understand me.
Mhm.
Nobody understand what I was going through.
Mhm.
And I used to write letters to my mom every
Even
new
though
book.
she died.
Yes, every
Mhm.
new book I got to go to school,
Mhm.
always I always write a letter around the back
Mhm.
of to her. And yeah, I think nobody understand my emotion when I was there. So